Guys, I've got one of the coolest lightsabers on me, and what makes it so cool is I can control it with a Bluetooth smartphone app. Look at this, just that's it, and it turns on. And then if I want to do more, I could just look, different font, What the heck is this? Hey everybody, welcome to the Dano channel. I am Dano, and like I showed you during that cold open, I've got quite the lightsaber. You'll notice that's loud. That is, like, to me, that is very loud. That's at 25% volume. This, let me go to 100%. Oh boy, here goes.
Volume level 100%.
Whoa. Okay. Let's take you down to like a
Volume level 18%.
18. That's more like it. That's more my speed. But this is a full functioning Neopixel blade. You can tell. Look at all the crazy colors. Oh my goodness. Like, what do we got? 34 different fonts on this thing. I can do like a tip drag effect. Let's go to a basic font. Let's just go to different. Let's stop at 12. Font 12. It still has the normal stuff like blaster deflection. Fully customizable through the button. Okay, before I get too much into this, let me tell you a little something. So this lightsaber is a Xenopixel 3.0, the newest one that Damiensaber is offering right now. And it's actually really affordable. Regular price, $179.99 for a Neopixel, less than 200 bucks. 180 bucks for this thing that you can control with your phone via Bluetooth. And if you don't want to do the smart tooth, if you don't want to do the Bluetooth thing, you can just do normal. There's a button on there. There's a button. So I do want to tell you, when it arrives in a very no frills, no fancy box, but that's fine. It arrives safe. There's some nice foam packaging on there. It does have some like cool kind of foam. Keep everything good. Comes with a blade, comes with a charger, comes with some different actually. Check that out. It's got a little USB SD card holder, Allen wrenches, the screws to attach the blade, all the normal stuff you would expect. But the fact that it comes with the USB micro SD card reader, so you can put this on your computer, you can update the software with even more fonts if you want, or you can update it so it's got the latest version of this particular Xenopixel board. So for the price, I already tell you, I'm stoked on this thing. This one specifically that they sent me is a Revan lightsaber, so it's styled to look like Revans, which I've done a review on a separate one from another company. But I have to say, the finish on this, it's like I want to say some kind of aluminum alloy. I'll read you the specs in a minute. But the finish on this thing is beautiful. This is one of the shiniest lightsabers I've ever held, and it's great. This thing is so cool. And of course, you have it's a one button, so you do the one button functions. The other thing about this is they're telling me, I haven't figured out quite how to do it, but it's also supposed to be convertible from Neopixel to RGB. So if you just have a regular RGB blade, like something you really want to duel with and go crazy with, this will work with that. This is convertible to RGB also, but it still does Neopixel too. I think just the features on this for the price it's great. I'm actually super stoked on this. If I want, I can change the color. Let's hold it up and twist. Oh, I think that's the force effect. Didn't mean to do that. Let's do... Oh, I still don't know how to do it right, but 1, 2. There we go, color change. So now it's going to slowly change color. Now we get into more of a yellow color. It's going to turn kind of greenish after a minute. There we go, getting into the greens. And it cycles through the whole rainbow until you hit the button again. And so you can do this all on your own, no problem. Now we're into blues, getting to a darker blue. Let's stop at maybe like a purple. There's a purple. It passed. We're into like a magenta. How about a red? How about a deep red? So you notice how good these colors are. Ooh, that's like a pink almost. That's like very... Okay, now we're getting into the reds. Getting a little bit lighter. Now we're into like white almost. This is... Oh, now it's like very white. Oh my goodness. And we're going to go back to like yellow. I didn't see as super red for very long. You do have to act kind of fast. It's staying light. It's getting a little more peachy colored. A little more peach. A little more pink. A little pink. Now I think we're going to head into red territory. Ooh, it blinked right through red. Now we're into like a very purpley pink. There's a big range of colors on this thing. There's a huge range of colors on this thing. Okay.
Color select.
I'm going to stop it at the blue, all right? Let's turn this thing off. The one thing I didn't mention that it also comes with, of course, is a USB-C charging cable so that you can keep this thing charged. Now, the phone app is free. It's a very, very simple free phone app, and it works well. You just pair it via Bluetooth on your phone like normal, and once it's paired, it's going to have you go through a thing that says connect the saber. So you find it, I see my saber, I hit the button, confirm.
App connected.
It tells you app connected, so you know. All right, so my volume is adjusted, as you can see on the screen here, down 18%. For the purposes of being this close to a microphone, I think we're good. Again, that 100.
Volume level 99%.
Oh my, okay, yeah. That's a lot.
Volume level 13%.
13 is good. Let's go a little higher. Let's go 20.
Volume level 27.
27. That's fair. Okay, but you can turn it on, turn it off, just with the phone. You can select your fonts on the fly. Okay, I'm going to pick a different font. Let's go to font number 4. Okay. It does have the flash on clash, blaster deflection, all of that. Oh, that's different. It's kind of a pulse, right? I like that. But it also has force effects. It's got lockup. So this is lockup. Okay. I can do blaster light effects. That's what we just saw, blaster light effects. I've got force light, which I think typically that's when you hold the button and kind of swing it. So it's got a force light effect. Here's the flash on clash. It even has a tip drag effect. Will it work on me? Oh, I don't know if you can tell, but the tip over here is like glowing white. Okay, I'll turn it off. And notice there is a specific there was a specific sound for all of those things. Now, if I want, I'm going to go to a different font. Let's go to font number 1.
The Chosen.
The Chosen. Again, 34 fonts. Let's turn on the Chosen. Ooh, yellow. Flashing in yellow, but very, very stable. So I can go in here under font select and just do set lighting effect. So there's different...
Unstable.
This is unstable.
Rainbow Blade.
Rainbow Blade, okay.
Candy Blade.
Candy Blade. Okay, so there's a difference between candy and rainbow. This is more pink, blue, light blue. Okay, versus rainbow, which is...
Rainbow Blade.
You can see the difference. I've never really seen the candy before. Oh, my dogs like it. They're all about the candy, too.
Cracked Blade.
Cracked Blade. So it's kind of flickering all over. I like that. I like that.
Pulse.
Pulse. Oh, it's got a slow glow and a slow hum to it. My dogs really love those.
Flash Blade.
And there's a whole flash. So, wow, that's a lot of flash. Go back to number 1.
Fire Blade.
Fire Blade. Number 2.
Steady.
Steady. I like number 2 at steady.
Unstable.
Unstable's cool, but I like number 2 at steady.
Steady.
And so I can fix all of these or change them to however I want. Force light effect. There's 2. I'm not sure what exactly that's going to do here, but let's do... What's a different sound, too? This is the force light effect. And so I go back into font select. I can change my lighting effect. I can go to saber mode. Oh, that's the one I was on. Let's do blaster deflect. Okay, so that's like, look at the whole thing pulses. Let's go to number 2 now. That's more what I'm used to, where it lights up a little section at a time. Notice it like lights up down here, up there. Okay, but oh, there's also number 1, which is that weird kind of pulse. That's pretty cool too. Oh, and you can do this for each of the 34 fonts. You can go in and program and change each one. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna need a few more of these things because... Oh, let's do Clash. Okay, let me flash on Clash. Oh, it's happening down here. Oh no, it's happening all over. Okay, so this is like the blaster deflection I'm used to. Let's do tip drag. Can I do that? You can kind of see it's getting white over here. Let's change colors. I'm gonna go to color palette. Oh, let's go red. Oh, let's go like, how about very red? Yeah. So I don't know how well it shows on camera, but this is white down here, and it does stay red. Okay, get it out of that mode. And so with the color wheel, I can literally just throw it to any color I want. So if you have a specific hue or specific color you're looking for, you can just do it on the fly. Okay, this is a lot of fun. Guys, okay, I said it was $180, but because Damiensabers wanted to hook you guys up, $170 through my specific link. You don't need a discount code. You don't need anything else. If you go to their normal website, you're not going to find this. You have to use the link that I've got in the video description and in a pinned comment. It'll also be in my link tree. But for $170 for all of this phone app thing, 34 fonts. You can add more fonts. That's the other part. Whoa, like smooth swing. It's a convertible saber. Oh, that was different. You can change the. Is it gonna light up? What's going on? Man, that's a lot. It even has gesture control. Like, or you can use normal buttons. Okay, enough. I've played with this thing for far too long. I'm like, what's it doing? And again, if you don't want to do that, you don't have your phone on you because you're in costume, just hold the button down.
Codex of light.
Codex of light. I don't even know what that is, but ooh, it's like a pulsing light that comes down. Again, smooth swing. Very loud speaker. This is only at what, like 20 or 17% volume because it is super, super loud. So I've told you everything I love about it. Let me tell you maybe some of the cons. The cons are it is very loud at 100%, which is the default. So the first time you plug it in, it's going to yell at you, charging, and it yells it loud, and it's kind of scary. And when it's done charging after a couple hours, because it does take a couple hours to charge, but when it's done, I'll be in the kitchen like 3 or 4 rooms over, and I will hear it yell that it's finished charging. It is very loud, which is why I like the phone app. On its own, you can, I'm not sure what the setting is to adjust the volume. It's there. They've got one where you can do it by twisting. Oh, that gesture control. I love it. I love it. But it does come with a little instruction manual. They give you one too, and it's got instructions for their different types of sabers. There's a lot of stuff you can do with this, and I just think for the price, this thing does quite a bit, and I'm really enjoying it. So if this is your kind of thing, I would say pick one up. For me, this gets a rad. The fact that we're at a point now where you can control your lightsaber via smartphone is really what caught my eye about this, and really what made me say, like, okay, that's cool. Kind of need that in more sabers. So big thanks to Damiensaber for sending this out my way. I like sharing this stuff with you. And I mean, like, look at this finish. I'm going to show you next to another version of the same saber, but by a different company. And you tell me what you think. Okay, so on the top up here is the Damiensaber. Look how shiny that is compared to this other one from another company. And like, there are little differences. But just the finish on this thing is so good. It is so good. It feels good in the hand. The blade quality feels different. It actually feels like a sturdier saber. Like this Neopixel blade that's on here, it's different. It almost, I don't know, there's something to it. There's something like in the feel of it that it even the connection area, normally they come with like a soft rubber guard on them when you get them out of the box. This one is like a hard plastic. It feels like a harder, more sturdy plastic, but you still get all those good Neopixel effects. You still get the pixels in each thing. Oh, and you can add more. You can add more fonts. Highly recommend it. Guys, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Hit the thumbs up button if you like this kind of stuff. I've got more lightsabers from more companies coming. Be sure to use that link specifically if you want to get this for $170. I think it's one heck of a deal. And as always, using those links supports the channel, keeps the lights on, literally is what keeps this all running. So guys, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, don't be a move milker. Can I do one more? Let's do one more.
The Count.
The Count. Be the spark.